for a lot. All the way.
I definitely understand that. And again, in true HB fashion, I'm just going to say this throughout the live. She segued us right into another topic. Let's get into Messy Mail. This game is created for HB, in which I will ask questions, and if she has messy mail, then she will give us the tea. If she doesn't really have any messy mail, then we're going to move to the next question. Cool?
You're asking me about my messy mail today?
Yeah, well, messy mail meaning like you're the messy mail and you're going to give us whatever tea you have.
Okay.
All right. So you mentioned Nina. Messy mail. Do you have any tea about Nina, Savoy, and Al?
None.
None at all.
Mm-mm.
All right. Messy mail. Do you have any tea about the freak offs?
No, none. Mm-mm.
Okay. Messy mail. Did Fran ever mention anything to you about $2 in Vessel?
No.
All right. Messy mail. Who have you heard has been fucking on this app?
Outside of people that we already know?
It can include people we know. Just give two.
Erica and Same, Al and Tab, Nina and Savoy. Those type of people.
Okay, outside of us, because that's that we already know.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
I mean, shit. We already know them people.
No, nobody.
It's somebody. I can feel it in my spirit. You don't want to tell it.
I don't know. I'm serious. I don't. Nobody that we don't already know about.
So you have messy mail about people fucking on this app that we don't know about.
Clapback and A. Simone was, but they broke up.
They were fucking?
Yeah.
I didn't know that shit. I didn't know that.
They were dating. So, oh, he's gonna yell at me. Never mind.
How much?
Huh?
How much for us to figure out who that he is?
50.
And,
just 50.
And that's and to figure out who he was fucking?
Yeah.
Let me put that on the list. I got it. I'm gonna just see if we could work that out with the comic cousins before I send that 50, because my ass nosy. Okay. Messy mail. What's the best piece of tea you got?
The best piece of tea I've gotten on TikTok. Oh, fuck. What's the best tea? Oh, that's not good. That's not nice.
Hey, you ain't gonna keep holding. I got $50 for the fucking part. Now you gonna tell us the best piece of tea you got? And I'm over here with my Casamigos too. Got my Casamigos. Go ahead.
Is it tea that it's already out there, or other tea?
Of course not. You know we are all in the messy talk streets.
So the tea that I got was about 3 o'clock this morning, and that's who opposition is, and I'm not telling that tea. No.
Now hold the fuck on. Is that why you paused when I asked that question?
Yes. So I will send you $2 back because I was dishonest about that.
You know, you ain't gotta send me no money back. I got more questions. Okay. Is it a man or a woman?
Both.
Is it a trans woman or a trans man?
Yes.
Are they no? You said they're not known on this app.
No.
But they're a common cousin.
Yeah.
Are they a known common cousin?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to leave that alone.
I'm not. Well, we're gonna move to the next question because again,
Okay.
when you say leave it alone, I move on because we want this to be comfortable for you.
Right.
Is it Candy?
Nope. Absolutely not. Candy's a known person, you know.
I was just asking. Just asking. So Messy Male, do you have any tea about the current situation with Braid?
And this situation with Petty and them,
With Braid, Black Diamond, Petty, Nitra, and all them. Manny and all them.
I feel like it's a plot. I feel like it was a plot. Thank you, Bronx. Thank you, Bronx.
So do you feel like it was a plot for what? To get Braid's attention or
Oh no, I just think it's a plot. It's just from the old versus the new, the OGs on the app. I think we kind of swooped in and took this shit over. If we being honest, we kind of did. We really came in and kind of like snatched them out of the car, hijacked the car, drove off, type of shit, left them behind. Thank you, Bronx Born. Thank you. Shout out to Bronx Born. You guys, W Bronx Born in the comments. So I think we took over, and I think they're working together to get that shit back. I think that's what it is. I don't think there's no real problem. I think that's what they're doing. I think they're reuniting, and that's just what they're doing. I don't think they feel like they're respected on this app. I feel like they feel like they're forgotten about. We don't have to get down with whatever they got going on like how it used to be because we running this shit. This is our shit. I feel like Braid right now is in a compromising situation. Even what I was witnessing earlier on another person's platform, I feel like she was baiting him. He didn't even know it. From what the information I got in Messy Mail not too long ago, that went a little bit further when Petty Row went live a few minutes ago. And made the statements she made, and that very same host got up there and said things that Bray didn't even say. So I feel like they're plotting on us, not on me. That will never happen. It would never ever work. It wouldn't even come close to working. I'm very disappointed to see it working on some others though. So yeah, but hey, I'll just do more outrageous shit.
so first question, when you say it went further, what do you mean by that?
What do you mean?
When you said that when Petty Row went live that you actually found out it went further?
Yeah, they wrote me and said on Messy Mail, it says Tea Time is digging Braid in a deeper hole. She thinks she's helping, but making it worse. Petty went live and looked very angry about receiving the 350. She says she's telling people not to speak for Petty or Diamond, but when Petty just went live, she got on the panel speaking for Braid and even lied on him. Most of the Messy Mail is about that.
So to clarify, Braid sent the 350 from, and I know don't mean to call names, but baby, you were on the live, and with me being an interviewer, I know all the tea. So Braid sent the 350 that Rachel sent him to Petty, and it's not turning out in a good way. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Damn, but she got the money. And that's not the full amount, granted, but I mean, you still got 350. Well, actually, no offense, because Braid also mentioned that there was a $900 crowd fund for a educational fund that was attached to that. So if you do 9 plus 850, that's 1750.
Well, I think they're just trying to get their shit back. Unfortunately, we're on Messy Talk. We don't want to hear about politics. We don't want to hear about side chicks winning. We don't want to watch nobody making no tumblers and streaming the next bitch's live. We just don't want to do it. We want the mess. We want pure entertainment. We want the wild shit. And that's just it. And they want their shit back. I'm sorry, but it ain't, if I got anything to do with it, it's not coming back because I'll just do more and more and more outlandish shit.
Hey, I'm sorry, Rachel Boo, but yeah, I got the tea that it was a woman named Rachel that sent the funds. So to get it out the way, get it straight. And then after that, he got, the Cash App, he was saying that people in the comments was telling him not to send it because it was going to still cost shit. He would say he was going to go ahead and send it. Now I'm getting from HB that he did send it and it still went left. So I wasn't involved.
That's what I got from Messy Mail, guys. That's from Messy Mail. I can't verify that, but that's what I got from Messy Mail.
That's insane. I mean, because like I said, if you conclude 9 plus 850. That's 1750. So that means that's the 500 plus an extra $50 for the show, plus the $1,200 that was in question. That's insane. But I digress. They have a special place in my heart. We're gonna get back to that game. Or they weren't there from the start. Kev,
Wasn't there from the start. I don't know him.
you know Kev, or you just don't know Kev. Like you don't have interactions with Kev because you know.
Yeah, there's no real interactions.
Okay, I was about to say because you know who Kev is. Now this one might take a minute, but because I've done my research, but they have a special place in my heart, or they weren't there from the start for the haters.
Wasn't there from the start. She's weird. And a hater.
And I do have a question about that, but I do want you to expound on this one a little bit. What made you and for the haters have an issue in the first place?
I don't know. She got this thing about her where she just randomly falls out with you depending on the odds being against you. She plays under you to get tea on you or whatever, or stuff like that, record calls, do all kinds of shit. And then she looks for a moment to get it out. I caught her hinting to being about to put something out, and it fell along the lines of something that I told her. So I beat her to it, and I think that pissed her off really bad. Also, she did the same thing to YT Kales. She had been recording her calls with the lady. She had been doing all of that stuff. And she effed her over, claiming, oh, she never liked it that white people be in our business and stuff like that. It has nothing to do with race, okay? If you're a friend of somebody's and they're confiding in you and you guys are on the phone, mutually talking about the same things, it's fucked up to record their calls without their consent. It's even more fucked up to come on an app unwarrantedly and just put it out there. Kels had done nothing to her, absolutely nothing to her to deserve what she did. Absolutely nothing. And neither did Gen X. Rest in peace, Gen X, but she didn't either. She just had tea on her and she wanted it out. She wanted to put it out there. So she pretended of falling out. She's a effed up person. That's all. For the haters, effed up person.
I definitely respect your opinion and hear you out on that. They have a special place in my heart, or they weren't there from the start. Friends with attitude.
Wasn't there from the start. She's weird.
And the reason why you think she's weird.
I just don't understand her. She just never makes sense to me. She's all over the place. One minute she's cool, the next minute she's not. I don't know. And I don't like looking at her, so I don't really go over there.
Yeah, I understand that. They have a special place in my heart, or they weren't there from the start. Patty Rowe.
Wasn't there from the start. She never liked me.
And was that from, now, forgive me because I do be smoking. Everybody on here knowing the trap, we be gardening. The issue with you and Petty Rose started. I do remember y'all live together because like I tell Braid, I was playing my game that night. So I will never forget when y'all went back and forth and then Nitra got involved. But where did it start?
It started in Peach's live. They asked me if I felt like she was biased about the tea time and the nosy stuff. And I said, yeah, she's biased, rightfully so. Nosy's her friend. I was like, she's biased as hell. And I was giving out examples as to why I felt like she was biased. And that's not how it was delivered to her. It was delivered back to her like I was talking shit. And when I was in Lovely Georgia Peach's live the next day, they had kept telling me to come to the live. I came and I was trying to explain to her that it wasn't no shit talking, but back then I was already on 10 and I didn't care at that point. And instead of Peach them trying to instead of them clearing it up saying it was not shit talking because they could vouch for it, it was just her. We asked her a question and she answered it. It went to hell from there. And she mentioned kids. She said something about bastards, and I did her daughter shit. I posted her as Precious's as Precious from that movie. I said this was the real Precious. You know how I do the celebrity blogging. The people that followed me thought it was real, and they thought that was Precious when she was young and all grown up. I think it had like 30,000 views and stuff like that. So Kappa was asking me if I could take it down, and I did. I took it down. We agreed not to speak on each other negatively again. No, Hurricane Chris was what you call it.
So did you ever have an interview with Petty Rose?
I did. I felt like I owed her that after what I did. She asked me for one, so yeah, I gave her an interview.
So you gave her an interview because of what you said about her kids?
I feel like I owed her that. Yeah, I feel like I owed her that.
Okay, I understand that. Okay. So they have a special place in my heart, or they weren't there from the start? Rose. And again, we're talking from the start.
Wasn't there from the start. I know Rose at some point considered me her friend. I don't know how. I didn't really know her. I just think that at the time when I had popped out in May and June after Doomsday, she just seen a reason to be connected to me for some reason. I felt like Rose was pretty pure. I did feel like she was an opportunist, though. Like, she'll only be involved if it can benefit her. And I don't have a problem with that because I'm kind of the same way. But some stuff she would just go too far with. Like, depending on the level of attention that it gives her, she would go further and further and further, and then she'll forget about who she's supposed to be helping or the point. It says my gift goal is unavailable. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. So she would do that whole number, and I wasn't effing with it at all. And then I also peeped that she's like an envious person. I get envious vibes from her for some reason. Like, I do.
Somebody said in my comments, and I did everything you said, but that comment really stuck out to me. They said, swear HB not problematic. She just gives herself a dark look, if that makes sense. And that is, again, the reason why I hosted this interview, because I was like, everybody's just not, you can't be on social media and interact with people and have a fan base and be just this evil ass person. Mm-hmm. A lot of times I noticed on social media specifically, people will have a human characteristic and then somebody will fuck with them and then they'll turn. Nobody cares about the reason they turn. They're just saying that this dark ass person exists. I'm interested in the story. Again, I'm going to keep putting that out there. So I absolutely agree that I don't feel that HB is just this dark person that woke up like, I hate people. You see what I'm saying? I feel like it was just shit that happened and it was like, this is my way of responding. Everybody has a different way of responding. So they have a special place in my heart, or they weren't there from the start. Franchise.
Wasn't there from the start. I didn't really know Franchise. I think she's just somebody that was trying to build her platform on Messy Talk, and that was it. I just always felt like something was off about her. I never understood her purpose.
So, just because I don't have many other questions about Franchise, how do you think they were able to manage in your space if you never really found that connection with them?
My space, anybody can come in my space. I don't care who you are.
I did notice that, because I ain't gonna lie, even after me, you had got into it for that quick second on Brain Live, you went live and I slid in there and it was like, all right, I ain't blocked. I was like, because sometimes I just slide into people out like, did she block me?
They're gonna find a way to come in anyway, so you might as well let them. So it's like, I don't care, as long as they don't come bothering me. When it comes to women, I just don't take y'all that serious. Maybe it's because I date. I like women, so the same way a man should look at women is the way I view y'all. Like, the bitch is just yelling again. I don't care. I don't really care. It's not that personal for me. I don't really give a fuck. I'm just not gonna take it so serious. It's not gonna hit the same. It's just bothering me every fucking day, like Trina and some of the other ones. But other than that, I really don't care.
So you're more bothered when a man raises his voice and disrespects you?
No, I expect that from men, honestly.
And do you know where Franchise went?
The hell on, because they went to doxing her and doing that stuff that I told her she wasn't built for on Messy Talk.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I've been doxxed twice and that shit made me disappear for a few months. That shit, granted, I came back rebranded and I still sometimes go back to who I was, but that shit is not for the weak. Because especially if you protect your personal life for real, that shit is really not for the weak. So I don't blame franchise. They have a special place in my heart, or they weren't there from the start. Barb.
Barb's cool. I like Barb. Yeah, Barb's all right. She's all right. I don't do much interacting with Barb, but I like Barb. She's cool.
Okay. Well, you've been in the panels for a little while, so some of these people that I'm naming up either seen you in their panels or seen you interact with them, or wonder why you didn't interact with them. Okay. They have a special place in my heart, or they weren't there from the start. Georgia Peach.
I don't like her anymore. I don't know. Something about her. I don't feel like she likes me, but she don't know how to just directly say that. So she finds opportunities when like the odds are against me and she hops in on that. I don't know. It's just something off. I used to like her, then that changed.
If you can you, Lord, I'm over here stuttering. This Casa and these answers to these questions got me like, what? Can you give me an instance where you felt like she did that?
She did it when I was into it with Braid. He was doxing kids. He was doing all kinds of stuff. In return, I did the very same thing. And she was up there saying how I was wrong. And Bart was having to understand, like, he did the same thing. What's the difference? She's like, well, there is a difference. And she's like, no, there isn't. Um, response is a response. It's just weird. I don't know.
All right. They have a special place in my heart, or they weren't there from the start. Speaking of breaking,
I I don't know how to answer that.
do we need to skip that one because you're still trying to figure it out?
There's no special place. There's no place at all, as a matter of fact. Yeah, nothing. There's nothing.
But for you to
I
have
can't
a
say he wasn't there
pause,
from the start because we did build like a kingdom platform, like kind of together. So that's it. But I don't hate him. Like I wish the best for him. That's why sometimes I be wanting him to like protect himself a little bit more. But there's no feelings. Like I don't give a damn whether he do or don't. But just naturally, I just be like, hey, look out for yourself, especially when I see what people are trying to do or the whole plotting against them type of thing. Um, and that's it. Yeah, there's nothing.
so I do have to ask, with you mentioned in the statement from earlier, where, hey, laugh, where you wanted to be friends, and then he mentioned to you that it was just business, and how you felt about that. And then your
It
recent
became just
response,
that.
right? And it became just that. And your recent response to the game question, did he hurt you at all?
Yeah, that hurt because I had really got close to him. I bonded with him. I felt like we had gotten really, really, really close. So for him to say like, we need to understand that it's just business for him and it's nothing more than just business. We need to take our personal out of it. I'm like, wait, what? Um, that confused the hell out of me. So after that, yeah, it's going to be strictly that. I do not like that he don't understand it though when other people tell him that. And I think that's a part of what he's going through right now. Yeah, I didn't like it because it didn't make sense to me.
Again, I'm sorry you had to experience that. I do want to ask, did you ever get a chance to express that to him, or knowing how your guard is, you just took it as business and moved forward?
Just respected his boundaries and took it as business and moved forward.
That makes so much sense as to the, 'cause I'm gonna be honest, as a viewer, there's somewhat of an awkwardness. And I just couldn't put my finger on it. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, either they fucked before and it went left, or they almost fucked before and it went left, or there's something there where it's like we could have been, but it just didn't go there. But that makes so much sense. Like we could have been really good friends. You know, you could have got to know me as a person, but you wanted to take it straight to business.
Mm-hmm.
I get that, and that answers a lot for me. So these next two game questions are going to take us into the next questions for your interview. They
Okay.
have a special place in my heart, or they weren't there from the start. Trina,
weren't weren't there from the start. There's nothing in my heart for her.
you never had a care for Trina. You never, because I did
I
see
did.
like
That's why I said that's a trick question because it's like they weren't there from the start. Have a special. I have to choose either or. There's no special place in my heart. At some point there was, but not anymore.
and they have a special place in my heart, or they weren't there from the start. Before we get into deep delving into this a little bit, Essence.
Nothing. Ew. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I don't really know her like that.
Now, notice with Essence, you said ew. Was it like you didn't like her before the Trina situation, or was the Trina situation and then you didn't like her?
It's like something ocky about her. I can't quite put a finger on it. I don't know. It's just something always off. It was just performative and just off. I don't know. Just something just didn't seem genuine. I don't know what it is, but some just like went right.
All right, I understand that. So we're going to go ahead and get into the questions about the Trina and Essence situation. So, what did Trina say that made you create Doomsday Part 2?
I never created Doomsday Part 2 for her.
Now, you know, I'm going to be honest. Technically, it was because with the whole involving Essence and saying that you were going to, you know, send people to the house and things of that sort, people called that. You didn't have to, but Doomsday Part 2. So what started that? What was the thing that Trina said that just set you off to where this is over?
She was on a platform with Braid while he was doxing kids, and Braid King was saying that my child, a young man who was 15 years old, he never talked to, he's never met, he don't know. He was saying how he takes pickle up the behind and he sucks pickle and he's having a hard time coming out of the closet and et cetera, et cetera. She found that to be funny. I came up there and asked her respectfully if that would had taken place because that's what it was getting reported to me. And she lied and she said, nope, didn't happen. I found the clip. She was cackling and carrying on. And yeah, that's what happened.
All right. So I do want to ask a question. 'Cause I don't know if people being messy. But did you just put $300 in the comments to end this abruptly in your life?
They're trolling me, so I'm trolling them.
What they want you to end this?
They just want me to be messy.
And y'all are look the coochie talk hole will open up very soon. Y'all will get to play in the clip very soon. Okay, Lord. Okay, I remember. Okay, I did not remember that, but
But yeah, that's the situation that had happened with it. It started right there. And that was my response. And then it just went left. It went to shit after that.
all right. Do you want to speak things out with Trina at all?
Never. I wouldn't spit on her if she was standing in front of me on fire and all it took was a tear to put her out. She would crisp.
So, what makes Trina different from the rest? I do have to ask.
From who?
From like Braid and Chef, and I noticed the two people that you were mainly like not, and again in a viewer's perspective, not during this interview, but in a viewer's perspective, that you would not speak with are the two T's, which is Tea Time and Trina. So what separates Trina from the rest where you can't have a conversation or try to make up with them or even get an understanding of what went wrong?
Trina harasses me every single day.
Is it the treacherous whore comments?
No, because I used to laugh that off. Still disrespectful, but I would laugh it off. She harasses me every single day. Every day.
Okay, I understand that. Do you miss your friendship with Trina at all?
Nope, not at all. Our friendship consisted of me sending her money every day for crab legs, um, chicken and rice, pizza, blunts, couple grams of weed, um, liquor, Uber money, those things.
So I do have to try to understand why you wouldn't win when we again played the game. There was a pause of her having a previous place in your heart, but not anymore. So how could someone get that close, but you don't miss the friendship with them at all?
The friendship really wasn't a friendship at that point. If the only time somebody reach out to you is when they need something, how much of a friendship? I mean, how much of a friendship is that? If nobody ever wrote you and said, good morning, how are you doing? How's your day going? Yada, yada, yada. The only calls that were made out was in regards to asking for something. That's not a friend. That's not much of a friendship.
Okay, I understand. This is the last question as far as, well, I ain't gonna say last question because I have a couple more, but another question as far as that. So, um, when you said that at that point, the friendship became about supporting what it sounds like Trina's wants or needs, what was it before that to you?
Before that, I liked it. Her. I felt bad for her. I felt like she was misunderstood. I felt like she was less fortunate. I felt bad for her daughter. I felt like she needed a friend. Um, I feel like she needed a family. I don't know. You know how it was back then, Shego. Everybody was against her. I just felt bad. I felt really, really bad.
My bad, I was putting in a comment, but I definitely understand that. I fuck with Trina heavily. I think Trina's hilarious. I do definitely get the perspective of people constantly having this negative opinion on Trina. I just needed to know as an interviewer where it went left. So another question in regards to that, out of respect for one of my good friends, and I won't bring up their name, but I do have to ask, would you change others being involved with Trina's situation?
What do you mean?
In doxing households, you involved other people in Trina's situation because Trina was living with another content creator. Would you avoid that in the future?
Essence? No, and I'll do it again if she keeps bothering me. Yeah, she just keeps on harassing me and stuff like that. I can't do it. It's weird.
Ooh, let's get back to the platform questions for a minute because I did not want to, and I do apologize, um, involve her, but I did want to ask questions surrounding that. Like, would you make differences in regards to keeping it solely on the target or involving outside people?
Yeah, I would do it every time.
What the fuck? 345 raised. So that means we got 205 left to go. You guys, Heartbreaker has plenty of black backup pages. We only got a little bit more questions to go. Like, you guys, we are almost through the interview. Can y'all please stop that shit? She had to have gotten clipped because my hands is nowhere near my damn phone. Y'all know I wouldn't drop her. Especially mid-interview, I leave this space for people to be able to say what they want to say. Now I'm going to have to find her on a backup page, and y'all are fucking annoying. Damn. Everybody interviewed and got processed without somebody getting dropped. They said she got 300. She got paid to end. They paid her. She dropped herself. We paid to end. Why would y'all do that? She ended. She wasn't clipped. Why would y'all do that? Well, we still got a good interview out. But in case y'all want to know what questions y'all missed, because the last questions was the best ones. Definite haters. We already asked that one. So, other questions that we had, I mean, since we already over. Are we over? That's what I'm saying. We was doing a nice, good interview. How do you feel about Kiana being in jail? We didn't get there yet. Did you feel comfortable being around everyone at the gala? We didn't have a planned time. It was until the questions are done. I never plan a time with anyone because I don't know how long the questions are going to take. Y'all get on my nerves. Y'all get on my nerves. Dang. No, I'm talking about when she was in jail. Like, how did she feel about that? Especially from HB having a prior arrest record. I wanted to know, how did she feel about people having their comments on that? Did you ever have a chance to fuck Braid when y'all met? Did it get a chance to get to that? Do you regret calling a meeting for people to make a schedule on this app? Because I don't know if y'all remember, but the original meeting thing on this interview where people had to, oh Lord God, I've been taking so many shots. Maybe we do need to have a break. Thank you. But no, the original meeting of minds where people had said people need to have a schedule on here was from HB. So I was going to ask her about that. What's some other good questions? It sounds like you and For the Haters was a duo. What split y'all up? Because in a live I was watching, For the Haters had basically asked, or flip that. She said For the Haters had asked her to bring Q into a live. And Q had predatorial shit going on with him. So I was going to ask, was she using her as a basic platform for her to get her shit off? I didn't even get a chance to get into the good shit. We said a lot of shit left to go. That's what I said. This would have been some good ones. How does she feel? Hold on. You said For the Haters attempted to set up a situation with a predator on Nosey's live. Was that true? But I also understand Funyun's run. And baby, I ain't got another $300. Yeah, she admitted it. But as far as delving into you should have brought it here first. Is she really coming? She really not coming back to finish? I don't think so, y'all. Correction update. We are at 365 raised. Period. I think what you got was good. It was a good interview. It's okay, you guys. Me personally, I didn't pay $300. And I don't have $300. The Heat knows she was paid to end it. Is she live, y'all? Because I can finish out these last few questions in her live. Because it's been a good ass interview. When I tell you, we got into some shit on here that Rachel chick paid for. I don't think she did. She supported over here. I think she was enjoying the interview. She about the money. Hey, it's a business on this app. What I paid versus what she paid, whoever that was, I ain't got 300.
Hey, no, literally, we fell. Those of us that fell into AJ's live, literally just heard Rachel say she paid the 300 because you were taking too long with the questions, and she said it wasn't interesting. That's why I said you should have brought the heat. You should have been bringing them. You should have been bringing them questions, Shego, because that was a bomb ass fucking interview.
Well, I'm gonna say this, and I don't mean to get emotional, but I'm getting irritated.
I know you should, because that was a good ass interview, and it was your last one. I say don't stop. Don't fucking stop. Do you hear me? Do not stop. Even though we had our tiff, like that shit just fucked me up because I've been looking forward to this interview all fucking day. And I knew that this was a banger for you. Like you said, goddamn, you got me fucking getting emotional. You started with Braid and end with HB, and you capitalized. You literally have pulled all of us into your YouTube.
Nah, hold
And
on.
because of you, our
Now
voices
I'm ready to pop my
always
shit.
heard.
Nah, hold on.
Pop your shit. Pop
Hold
your
on.
shit.
Pop my
Drop
shit.
squad. Pop your shit, cause you deserve it. Pop your shit, cause
Hold
you
on.
have made
Mute
our
real quick,
voices
Pussy.
valid.
Hold on. Mute real quick.
I'ma drop. Have your shine.
Mariah.
Shego, wait,
I'm not gonna
wait.
go off because that would make me look stupid. I'm a professional at the end of the day. Hold on.
Okay, I need to know two things. First of all, you looking hot, baby. Okay, can I see
Thank
like
you.
the boobs? They look great. Look, and the
Let me
blonde.
pull them up before they try to get my ass off here before I gotta get my message.
Okay, so real quick, why did that woman stop the interview?
I don't know, but
Did she
that's what
pay
she
you?
did.
Did she pay you?
No, she didn't pay me at all.
Man, you better get that
And from
money.
what I can see from this, let me pause. Mute up real quick.
Alrighty.
So I got an update, as you can see, from V Clay, who is dropping the Cash App in the live for this live. And let me say this with calmness, because I got Casa in me. I'm going to try to be calm. The Cash App that has been dropped during these interviews that y'all are trying to consistently stop is for a nonverbal autistic child to get an AAC device so he can verbalize to his parents. Okay? If there was $300 sent to that Cash App, I would have ended this live. Not that I have no issue with HB getting our money. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that for you to stop an interview that's making money for a nonverbal child, it's gross. It's disgusting. You heard at the beginning of this interview, throughout this interview, and in the comments consistently from yesterday and today what this live was for. So you're so interested in mess. You're so interested in having the top name and wanting to get some fucking shit started between black people that a woman who is taking 24 to 48 hours, because my interviews were going since yesterday, to raise $550 for a nonverbal autistic child. That's a problem for you? It's so much of a problem that you would pay $300 over the goal that is needed from these interviews. Over the goal that is needed from these interviews. Because as you heard me saying throughout this live, the amount that is currently at is $165 that is needed, because we, as the black women that we are, raised that throughout the interviews and going live and going to other people's lives. No, it wasn't no motherfucking joke. It wasn't a joke. It clearly wasn't no joke. Because the whole comments was flooded with, I just heard that as well. That's the only reason why I'm responding. As far as HB, black women in business, we just had a whole interview about how she operates. Do you think I'm going to sit up here and be fucking dumb and be like, oh, I'm mad at HB for getting her money? Fuck no. If she was offered an amount of money to be able to relax, especially the amount that is way more than the offer for the interview, do that. Mods, can you drop the the Cash App in the comments? But my thing is this. I don't come on here to bother nobody. I don't come on here to interrupt nobody else's shit. But let me tell you why I got a message. And Rachel, I will even say off this Casa, it's not just you. Let me tell you why the interviews were ending here. If you think I'm stupid, baby, I'm not. I've seen people making fun of it. I've seen people trying to steal my interviews. I've seen people literally treating me as if I'm less than, when besides Ray the Fixer and Friends with the Attitude, I started this shit, baby. This trend is mine. Besides Friends with Attitude and Ray the Fixer, who are the only two people I heard about who were stamped on interviews when I came in this motherfucking business, y'all weren't interview. So the fact that people want to try to stop my shit, insanity to me. I'll drop it. And this is why I said it wasn't just about Rachel. It was about stopping it in general. When I make a literal message mid-interview saying, hey, this might be the last one, because I feel in my brain, starting with Braid and ending with HB would be a hell of a run for me. Y'all don't know that I've had conversations with my team already. I think this is it. I got schoolwork going on. I'm a single motherfucking parent. I am out here doing content and I'm trying to do interviews. I am overwhelmed. But it ain't just about Rachel. It's not my CA. No offense. I'm going to check with Miss Nye in just a moment. I had it going directly to her CA so nobody could say that I was trying to do anything in the means and that she can go get the device directly and move forward. Y'all be playing in my motherfucking face and don't think I know it. And the thing is that I am trying to find a way to mold messy talk into a different way. And this is why I'm not trying to center or connect our situations at all. But this is why I was telling Braid earlier. With new levels and difference comes disrespect. Y'all been disrespecting the fuck out of me as if I'm not here and won't snap on your ass in 45 seconds. But me trying to keep this interviews going and trying to be like, nah, because if I say this about her, if I say this about her looks or about her lifestyle, knowing exactly I could eat her ass up, then I would be considered unprofessional. And who would want to interview with somebody that's unprofessional? Who would want to interview with somebody that is disrespectful? I wouldn't want to interview with somebody that's disrespectful. Exactly, Polly. Girl, I ain't talking about you, Jen. Fuck you. Fuck you. You get on my nerves. You know I love you, but you get on my nerves too. But it's like I literally came on here as a rebranded individual. I've been in messy talk. I've been in the comments. No offense. People may feel their way about Susu, and I'm not gonna lie. Some things that Susu say I don't like either. But I fuck with Susu. Why? Because when she rebranded, because I remember Edna, when she rebranded, it was something different. That's what I try to do. I did this. It didn't work. I did this. It didn't work. Take a real break. I see what's the problem. Messy talk. Niggas don't listen. Let me start interviews. From that motherfucking day, y'all have been disrespectful as fuck. What are you talking about, Bree? Because you must have been missing the interview. You must have rolled up because I definitely asked her, was she a parent? And I will download this live. And if I need to go live again to make sure that I can keep this live so they don't, get me because they be on my ASS, definitely will, ballhead, because you don't play. If I need to, download this live so that way y'all understand, I definitely asked about her parenting in which she mentioned that not only was she not a current parent, but she was a step parent. You probably don't remember that. I got you, boy. I'm doing it right now. Hold on. Damn, I can't. There we go. And again, I want to state this 4 or 5 times throughout the interview. I'm not mad at HB. Business is business. When me and her set up the interview, we had a business. This is what you're going to do. This is what I need you to do. Again, that's why y'all was telling me bring her in the box. That was not clarified when we messaged each other to set up. And Poozy, I messaged you for the interview. Did I ever ask you to come in my box? That's not something I do. My interviews are to make you feel comfortable. What's your fee? How you want to feel comfortable. If you don't say to me, hey, I want to go ahead and host my own live, my assumption is that you will be in here. Now, if we start the live and you start your own, it's cool with me because this is what I want to do. Exactly, Jen. I asked about her kids and her parents at the beginning of the interview. She said, I don't have children biologically. Then I asked her, does she have stepchildren? She said she wouldn't consider them as that because she's no longer married. And I said, I will basically consider you still a step parent because of the fact that they came from a previous marriage. That's what I just saw. I mean, is my mind seeing different? Because they're responding to her as well, to the person that's commenting in all caps. But the point of the matter is that makes me emotional is y'all sit up here and support lives. Full mess. You don't get an answer to shit. I pay out my pocket to get these answers to the dips, and y'all still fuck it. So what I don't want to hear, and this is not a social experiment, is, hey, we don't know why you and such beefing. Can me and the comment cousins get a recap? Because when I tried to do that, in a sense from the actual source, y'all tried to fuck it. And this goes back to my sense of y'all don't care about the truth. You just care about mess. When I say the interview was almost over, granted, may have took long, y'all. But y'all don't realize what we have already gotten done. This was HB's entire interview. From, you see her name, from here to here to here to here to here to here. 5.5 pages. Y'all don't give a fuck about the work we put in. Over 3 weeks of research. 3. Just prepping for the question of, will you accept my interview? I always prep beforehand because when they ask for the interview, the questions are already ready to go. Then it's just setting up the setting for you to feel comfortable and making sure that my questions match the person's personality so they don't feel like they're doing too much. I pay my interviewers. I research for weeks on head. Makeup takes 4 to 5 hours for me because I am still learning, despite what y'all think from the transitions. Who is that? Bald head. I don't know who that is. I got a couple people, J Couch, that are trying to book for another interview. Oh, yeah, Sinister. That's my boo. Yeah, that's my boo. I care. I always try to give. My bad. The comments flying a little bit, y'all. But the reason why, and I don't even like seeing y'all seeing me like this, because again, it's always trying to be professional. Yeah, she's a mod. Ain't she a mod? Oh, shit. Sinister, I thought you was a mod, boo. I'm sorry. But yeah, I thought that y'all will understand, like, because people have already told y'all she's offered this. People have even made fun of what I offer, but some of y'all don't offer y'all a motherfuck thing. Y'all be telling who dick you suck. Let me be quiet. Y'all be telling who you smashed, who you was with last week, the tea from last week, who ain't your friend no more, for free. And again, nobody notices when I send out the message. I say I start at 25, meaning if 25 wasn't enough, you could say, hey, I need 40, or I need 50, or I need 100, or whatever. And if we don't agree, we don't agree. So I can tell you that every single person, and I did mention this earlier, Braid, Tea Time, and I might want to say Nitra. I got to check Nitra. But I think those were the 3 that did not accept fees from me. But everybody else accepted my base fee of where I started at. No question. And anything else I could offer, I would offer. And some creators like Essence, like Trina, they accepted my base fee. Even HB, they accepted my base fee because they knew where I was trying to go with it. But to the rest of y'all, fuck you. Because you ain't paying shit and trying to steal interviews. And you know who I'm talking to. It's Shego Sofa Essence. Your interview on there. I don't know if you got to see it, but you got a lot of views on your interview. A lot of views. It's SH3GOS Sofa. Like you sitting on your sofa. So Shego Sofa. This name with an S attached, space sofa. She says, Miss Nye is not in here anymore. Miss Nye did experience a loss as well this morning. Now, I do want to make it clear so people, because y'all, no offense, y'all be doing shit that really just makes my nerves overstimulate. Miss Nye didn't ask me for the money for the AAC device. I decided to do it. When we talked on Christmas about helping single parents with gifts, she stated that she wasn't able to get her son a gift because he's nonverbal. We went down that road. I tried to ask, what things are she doing? Because I'm also a parent of an autistic child. That's when I found out he's nonverbal. That's when I found out about the AAC device. So that's one thing. Second thing, the last time that I checked the goal, it was at 165, but Rachel did come in here and say done. I have not been able to contact Miss Nye as of yet because Miss Nye, and I will send a screenshot for y'all. I think that everybody's just scamming. Just experienced a loss this morning. Her grandmother just passed. So what I don't want to do, Miss Nye, you in here? What did she say, V. Clay? So I'm sorry, Miss Nye, I didn't want to involve you too much because I know you're going through a loss right now. And I hate even asking this because it makes me feel like shit. But where is your Cash App at currently so we can know if we reached that 550 for your son's device? My bad, y'all. I need a drink.